Hello everybody, welcome back by a new video. Today I'm going to give you my top 10 fixtures of all time because we've recently reached 300 subscribers and it's long overdue, but I wanted to use this video opportunity as a 300 subscriber special and thereby also showing the fixtures that are going to meet the best looking and best fixtures and overall. Also I have to do something with childhood, so let's get into. At number 10 we have the Phillips SES203. This fixture exists with high pressure sodium, low pressure sodium and Mercury Vapor. My favorite version is with low pressure sodium. This is because we have the fixtures a lot in my city and they're kind of nostalgic towards me, but well, the most nostalgic version is with high pressure sodium because we have these the most. The low pressure sodium just looks very awesome in the fixture itself. Those have two new and old version. Let's get to this 9th fixture on the list, the Phillips SRX, or also known as XRK. I'm not really sure yet. You also have the version with 2 times TLS, 20 watts. This one exists with this version is low pressure sodium. You have 35, 55, and 90 watts as far as I'm concerned. Oh, 18 watts also may exist, but I'm not sure about that one yet, but I like this fixture because of the design and stuff. Number 8 on the list is the Phillips HRP 178, I think it's called. Fixtures are very rare. We only have these in Eindhoven in one straat called Vellenoord. There's only one left, unfortunately. Originally they were with 4 times, I think, something metal halide bulbs. Now they have hyper sodium. They were retrofitted to hyper sodium, I think, a lot of years ago. With only one left, and it's a very rare fixture, and it has 4 lamps, so that's why I like it. Also, design is cool. Okay, number 7 on the list is the Phillips HRD 25. Version is with 2 times 250 watt Mercury Vapor. In our town we had these with 2 times 125 watts. We had these a lot in the past, but unfortunately they've been gone for so many years and I can't actually remember we had these, but apparently we did. Very cool design. I like the fixture. It's a very cool light. Number 6 on the list we have the Phillips Rotterdammer, as we call it. The original name, it's from Industria, but the original name is kind of unknown. It's also called Industria 1501 and 1502. So yeah, that's kind of a new thing here. But it's very rare and very old fixtures. It's a few years built after the Second World War. They're very cool design. With this a lot in our town, and I like the design much. It's Mercury Vapor, 50 watts. Number 5 on the list is the Schrader GSO with 180 watts low pressure sodium in Belgium, which is this photo taken from. They are rated fit to 131 watts, and these fixtures wise I like them. The design is very cool. They're very old, and they just look very cool. This is the big version. You have also the middle version and the small version, but the small version is very rare, so I don't own the big one. Number 4 on the list is a very beautiful fixture we used to have a lot too. It's the Mercury Vapor version of the Phillips HPP 10. This one has Mercury Vapor 80 watts. They also exist with 125 watts or 2 times Mercury Vapor with the same what I just listed. This one is been replaced a while, like a few years year ago or something. Very unfortunate because I really like these fixtures. Very cool design, look kind of spooky at night, which is cool. Number 3 is the small version of the Phillips SRM, which is a very nostalgic fixture to me. I've seen this in a lot of places when I was a little kid, and I was instantly in love with this fixture. This used to be my number 1 fixture of all times, but I moved on to different type of fixtures. But I really like this a lot. The light's very cool, design is very cool. Very durable fixtures. They last very long, and there's actually barely anything that can break except for the ball losing. That doesn't happen. Number 2 we have the Phillips XPP 10 and Phillips HPP 10, but the HPP 10, this version has circle line fluorescent tube 40 watts, and the left one, the XPP, has an 18 watts low pressure sodium. I really like design fixtures. The one with high pressure the version with the fluorescent version, it's very nostalgic. We had this a lot in my city, and the design is very cool. I've always been in love the moment I saw these fixtures. We still have a few of them. There's actually one entire neighborhood still almost completely filled with these fixtures. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of the. We didn't. Our town never really had the low pressure sodium version, which unfortunately still looks very cool as well. But the resin version, we have a lot. It's like a few thousand, like a thousand or something, and they have a very cool design. And I just really like these fixtures. Number one, we have the Phillips SRM, but the big version. This version is a 2x 55 watts, which we had a lot in our town. Unfortunately, only like 15 are left because, well, they're all getting replaced, and so this is kind of unfortunate. These fixtures are very cool, very good design. I like the small version. They look, they're very durable. The design is very good, and what also makes these fixtures very good is that they barely break. I've never actually seen a fixture like this like break or be replaced for like because it was broken or something. The only reason it was replaced that I know of is because like when a pole gets hit by a car or something and the ball breaks off and they don't have a new ball. But as far as I know, the fixture rarely get replaced for a good reason then. And yeah, this very good fixtures. But what really makes these fixtures cool, to my opinion, is that they usually have two lamps. You have either 2x 55 watts, 2x 90 watts, 1x 135 watts, or 1x 180 watts, which doesn't really exist anymore. But yeah, I was in love with these fixtures ever since. We had these ton in our city in the past, but yeah, unfortunately, most of them has been replaced so far. So those were my top 10 fixtures, and because my grammar of English is sometimes kind of shitty, I didn't really have great explanation, and most fixtures I like mostly because of the looks, but a lot of them also because of the great quality and stuff. And well, for now, these are my top 10 fixtures of all time that have been made, and I was actually thinking about putting the Iridium Gen 4 in it because they are very good looking LED fixtures, but yeah, it's LED, so I prefer anything else above that. So without further ado, yeah, those were all the fixtures. Those were the top 10 fixtures of all time, for my opinion. Yeah, so that was kind of it. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye.